recognise the lads down there, and of course this is all the way up here. You can see the lads in the distance. So young Frank Coyne, nice work. Have you? What's the sort of time now? You've been here for a few hours today. Obviously, it's quite a big stretch.
Yeah, we started at 9:30. We
9:30. Well done.
We finished around 12:30.
Right.
And because it's a wet day, we have concentrators here on the path. And the reason we're concentrating on the path, apart from pedestrians, is that the road is so narrow going up here. A lot of cyclists like to use the path,
right,
but they can't use it if it's too narrow.
Of course.
So for the last 3 years, we've been clearing back the first and all the leaves and the growth like ivy and weeds and whatever type of thing. And also we're keeping it open for people to use type of thing and improving the look as you come into Greystones.
Well, the only thing is now you will realise that by clearing this path and making it kind of very accessible, that does make more people from Bray get into Greystones. You know that, right? There is that danger that you are.
Very happy to see the people from Bray coming this way.
But it is quite a, it's quite a huge task when you think of the just the size of Greystones. Obviously, physically it's generally the same, but the population is growing. Therefore, the amount of people using footpaths and it's quite a big
we're
demand.
the midweek group.
Right.
And then there's a Saturday group who more or less look after the town. But we actually joined the Pure Mile, which, as you know, is an initiative in Wicklow. And the idea that you keep a mile off the road clean and look after the flower beds.
It's like adopting a piece of highway.
Adopting a bit of ground. And actually, we have at times gone over the hill from that patch from Windgates down to the roundabout as you go into Bray, because that is dire at times because of all the rubbish that you see there.
It looks almost like a sort of Aldi kind of mid kind of island Aldi. You don't know what you'd find down there. There could be canoes. And I must show you. I'm after coming a horde of bottles and cans and everything else there, which that's the reason I had to get stronger bags to take them away. That particular knacker dropping is quite common around here. I find that people tend to think that bottles and cans find their own way home somehow.
I think there's less of it. I suppose really there's the occasional, but we find type of thing that we keep this area, maybe we pick up say once a month or things like that keeps it reasonably clean. Right. And of course what we'd like to do is that the people who live in this area would join up and keep their own patch clean. If they did, there wouldn't be much work for us.
Well, it's a bit like wiping your own shoes before you go into the house. Like if everyone wipes their shoes, the house won't need to be cleaned so often.
That's right. That's
just the way it works. Now, I'm curious about the fact that the midweek crew and the Saturday crew. Are the Saturday crew the good-looking ones for the tourists? And
they're when the girls come out.
All right.
Most of us on this crew are retired.
All right.
And male.
Right.
While maybe some of us would like to be with the Saturday group because there are a lot of very attractive girls on that group. And they're the people maybe who are working.
And in the name of equality, we say there must be some attractive guys there as well, just so we see.
Absolutely.
There's very few, but there are.
Well, there's always a few good-looking lads around.
It strikes me that I know Marie and all the gang. It's kind of, I won't say it's exactly 365 days a year, but it's a lot of the year is having to maintain. And
well, to be honest with you, the best time of the year is October, November if you're going to plant, because that's why you should plant your shrubs and your trees, so that they get an opportunity to accommodate in the ground and be well established come spring.
Right.
Because last year our biggest problem was watering.
Okay.
Because despite what people might think, it was an exceptionally dry year here in Greystones.
Right.
And we had to hire a man with a large tanker. And every Saturday morning at 7:30 we met with him. And we went round and we watered all the planters, we watered all the trees. Right. And otherwise we'd have lost them.
Wow. So that's a surprise to me. It's kind of you do sort of with the weather, you do sort of assume it's generally kind of, we get a lot of rain, we think we're fine, but we do get patches now.
We had an exceptionally dry summer last year, believe it or not. Maybe it was a bit on the dull side, but it was
still dry.
If we hadn't watered what we did, everything would have died.
Right. Okay. Wow.
And I suppose a lot of our trees and things are planted on bags, and of course the water runs off a bag. So it dries out very quickly.
You need to really establish them. It takes a while for that to take root.
It does. Even things that are in there for maybe 2 or 3 years, very often in a dry year, need a bit of help.
Right. I mean, they are kind of standing in those first few years, and you really have to pay attention to what's going on, because it's all about building their strength so they can walk on their own, kind of thing.
So this bed down here, the idea was we'd plant it because we took out all the shrubs. You couldn't see the Welcome to Greystones sign any longer. So earlier in the year we took out all the shrubs, and we're waiting now on a few good days to plant it.
Yeah, so I'll get some photographs of the flowers down there, and we have a shot of the lads, which is great. Now it's real dedication, because it's not exactly kind of glamorous, and it's not exactly, it's not a bad day. Thankfully, it's not raining. Yeah. But it's genuinely a nice bit of hard work to start your day with.
There's a social aspect to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all joke one another and wonder who's going to pick up the €50 type of thing and treat the rest. It seldom happens.
Well, I would say well done. It's fantastic, because you sort of notice it at the same time. You sort of don't notice how much work has been done around you, but when you see it actually being done, you realise, of course, that doesn't just clean itself and tidy up itself. These things make a huge difference.
It does. And of course, this, even though we have the route in from the N11 type of thing, but this I always feel is the main route coming into Greystones, where you're suddenly looking down there. You see the sea and
this is one of the best roller coasters in the world.
Absolutely.
You get that great thrill as you come around Windgates and you see
absolutely coming down here.
Flower blossoms out in front of you, and
it's like landing on a plane type of thing. It's an exotic place type of thing. As you're coming down, you see everything.
Sure, yeah. And some people have tried to take off just there at the dip, just beyond the dip. If they keep going very fast, you can take off too.
That's true.